Hey everybody, Tony D and Little Joan here on a Piney podcast, right Joan? Joan, you excited about the Piney podcast today? Yeah, I got your bone right there. Here's your bone. Okay. Let's get into it. Beer virus. 346. What? You want to get down and go into your bag with your bone and have private time with the bone? Is that what you want? Okay. That's what Joan wants. All right. We'll just put Joan on the floor. There you go. There's your bone. Take it. Take it. I dropped it on the floor. Ruined another take, Joan. Anyhow, 346 new viruses. And how many deaths? 5 additional deaths as the rate of transmission dropped for the 4th consecutive day. And it says it remains below the benchmark of 1. Like, why don't you just tell us in the opening sentences what it's at? It's at 0.85. I mean, maybe it's just the way it's written. I don't know. Who knows when these deaths actually happened? A lot of times they don't happen today, but whatever. I mean, this is a very low amount. It's a very low amount of people. I mean, it just is. New Jersey is 10 million people almost. No, 9 million people almost. So, how much longer are we going to languish? How much longer? We don't know. But the state trimmed 5 states from the 19 travel quarantine list, which is another stupid thing Murphy initiated. So Alaska, Arizona, Delaware, Maryland, Montana have been removed from the list. The U.S. territory of Guam was the only addition on Tuesday. Delaware, everything's open in Delaware. Restaurants are open in Delaware. Why can't we open the restaurants, Murphy? Maybe the economy isn't trashed enough yet, so you can win re-election next year. Over in Philly, and this is important to South Jersey, so I'm talking about it. $300 unemployment benefit approved for PA. Wolf wants to legalize recreational marijuana to help pay for the beer virus grants. Says he can't extend eviction moratorium. Well, Philly is Pennsylvania, but Philly in particular is usually pretty broke. They always have to borrow money to keep their school system open. This is a good idea. Again, this is what I predicted with legalized marijuana. They would finally legalize it when they had no other choice and no other revenue left. So finally, we're going to get legalized recreational marijuana. Finally. It'll be a huge boon for the state, for Philly. They'll be opening pot bars left and right. Believe me, people are waiting for this. They'll be selling kush like nobody's business. And it'll be a huge boon for the state. Now, will they spend that money wisely? Of course not. They'll piss it all away on a bunch of stupid programs when they haven't even paid the debt from the programs that they already have, which is exactly what politicians do. Big storm, which apparently hasn't happened or missed us. I don't know. It was supposed to be severe weather up until 8 o'clock. It's like 10 of 8 now and hasn't even rained. So, good on you, weather forecasters of New Jersey. Amy Kennedy, of course, is in the news because apparently Insider New Jersey covers her every other day. With Van Drew speaking at the RNC, of course, Amy Kennedy, his opponent, must be covered. He announces district-wide virtual town hall series, 8 counties, 8 weeks, 1 South Jersey. Man, is it just because her last name's Kennedy? I don't think she's an actual Kennedy. But let's get into a little bit of what she says. Amy Kennedy said, "The pandemic has changed a lot in our communities, including how we are campaigning. One thing that hasn't changed is our commitment to reaching out to the people of South Jersey, to listening to the struggles and challenges of people are facing, to providing productive solutions to help. For too long, the people of South Jersey has been ignored by our representatives in office. Now more than ever, we need real leadership." Blah, 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 blah. So, usual stuff. Oh, Get ready to riot. South Jersey drug dealer caused fatal fentanyl overdose of Riverside man, 38. A 27-year-old man from Burlington County has been arrested in connection with the 2018 fatal fentanyl overdose of a customer from Riverside Township. I don't know how they pinned it on him. I mean, didn't the guy take the fentanyl? But, I mean, I guess it's all legal, so. Apparently, David Bender of Hunters Glen apartment complex. Why would they mention his apartment complex? That's weird. On Route 130 in Delran. Man, and you mentioned the address. Way to slam Hunters Glen. Has been charged with strict liability for drug-induced death and distribution of a controlled dangerous substance, according to Burlington County Prosecutor Scott Kofina. So, there you go. Oh, wait. Nobody's going to riot about this guy, apparently. Because it happened 2 years ago, I guess. Or is there another reason? That's about it for South Jersey. And, you know, again, as far as the beer virus goes, they're touting a total above 190K. These guys are going to, like, pop a champagne cork when it hits 200K, I guess, because they're so excited to keep adding to the numbers. It's just ridiculous. You know, this story, they're like milking it. The reporters love this story of the beer virus. What are you guys going to report about it after it's over? Will it ever be over, or are you just going to keep it going artificially forever? Seems like you're trying to do that. But at least in our cities, in New Jersey, so far, no real riots. There was a small, kind of tiny riot in Atlantic City. But that's about it. And, you know, it's strange. But I'll get into that in another video, because it's like, you know, we had very severe riots at one time in New Jersey. And it took a long time for those cities to recover. But we'll talk more about that in the next one. I'm Tony D, and Little Joan is enjoying a bone.